Hey guys, today we are going to be going into an in-depth review on our standalone mug press from AM. And today I'm going to be showing you how to operate it. We're going to be doing as many tests as possible with different types of mugs for this type of shape. So follow along and I'll show you what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is switch it on, but before I do that I just need to say this is our reset button in case something happens and you just want to quickly reset your timer on here so that you don't have to redo this whole process when pressing. So switch it on. Now let's talk about our control panel and its interface. So first we've got our temperature, which this one has come in degrees Fahrenheit. So all we have to do here, instead of switching it to Celsius, we can leave it on Fahrenheit and just go on to Google and do a conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So the correct temperature, if you're going to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit in terms of doing 200 degrees Celsius, it's going to be around 392 to 396 Fahrenheit, and then that's an equal temperature for 200 degrees Celsius. The next that we have here is our actual timer. And this is the timer that when you put your mug in and you push the play button and the time starts, once it reaches this temperature and it's stable at this temperature, then your 200 second timer starts. So in order to change all of this, we're first going to go mode, and then you see temperature is highlighted. From there you can either plus or minus, but we're leaving exactly where it is, so we'll just push mode again. Next is your set time. So you can have a fluctuating temperature between two numbers. So let's say, for instance, I wanted this number to be between 392 and let's say 96. I can set it so that it fluctuates between those two temperatures. But in this case, I do not like doing that. I'm going to leave them both at 392 so that it stays at a stable temperature instead of fluctuating up and down, which may interfere with your color print once it comes down to temperature itself. Last but not least is your time. Now the time is only going to start activating once your temperature is reached a stable temp. So when it's on 392 degrees Fahrenheit and it stays that way after you push your play button, then a 200 second timer kicks in, and once this 200 seconds is done, your mug should be finished. So now all we need to do is, our temperature is at a stable and correct to what we have set it. It is at 200 degrees second. None of the mode are selected here. All we need to do is put our mug in and push play. Now that starts a timer. Now you can see it's at 392, which means then the 200 second timer kicks in. Now if you want to stop this or there's an error, you can go ahead and just push stop, or you can reset on the right hand side. Now that we are ready with the control panel here, all we need to do is set our pressure correctly, and for that we need a mug. So I've got one already here, and I've already gone ahead and put the artwork on it. All we did was cut it out once we have printed it, applied it to the mug, and making sure that it's equal on both sides, top to bottom, left to right, using a heat sensitive tape which allows you to press without the tape melting. All we're going to do is go ahead and put it into our actual press here. Just bring it back. We slide it in, making sure the handle is facing upwards, and then we're going to press down, and it can't be that it's too difficult to push down, and it can't be too loose that you can move the mug around inside the press. So once we close it down here and you can see it still moves, all you have to do is reopen it and adjust the screw here. Adjusting it backwards gives you more room, adjusting it forward gives you less, which means more pressure. So I'm happy with the pressure here, so we can take the mug out, and if you're ready, leave it in, pull it forward and push start. Okay, so now that we've gone over everything here, I'm happy with my actual pressure of the clamp. We're going to go ahead, put our mug in, and again we've got to make sure that the handle is facing up and your print is completely covered. Make sure the mug ain't moving anywhere, and we can go ahead and push start. As you can see, the temperature has dropped a little bit from 392 to 387, so this needs to get back up to 392 once it hits 392 will our second timer kick in and it'll actually start counting down. As you can see, our temperature has gone back up to 392 and our second timer has started counting down from 200. So now we just got to play the patience game, and once this is done, it's basically going to make a noise and we then can declamp and take out our mug. Okay, so now that it's finished, the timer has come up. All we got to do is open up our clamp, slide our mug out, and of course you do not want to touch this side at all, so I'm going to use a pair of tweezers. We're going to peel back the tape, remove the rest of this, and there we have it. We've got a mug that has been printed on. Okay guys, so in my opinion this came out exactly how we are needing it to be. There was no bleeding of my artwork, none of it actually exploded out sideways, and there's no leaching of any kind, which is really good. Now, talking about this as it is, when you're going to be printing mugs like this and using this press, you must make sure that you print everything in reverse, as when you're going to apply it to the mug, then it will be the right way around. Keeping that in mind, you want to try and make sure that you don't do too much artwork along the edges at the top of the mug and the bottom of the mug, because those areas might be blurred a little bit, just depending on the shape of your mug. So that being said, shape of mug, but what if you had a much bigger mug than the one that we just did? And what if you had something of this size? And we're going to just leave this one up here and bring up the previous one as an example. This mug is a lot bigger than the previous one, and if you've got something of this size, which I do have extra, I'll show you exactly how you can also print on this, leaving such a nice design left on this mug. So let's do it. Alright guys, we have the bigger mug here. Let's just quickly slide this into our press. Okay, we're just going to double check our pressure. Make sure the mug is actually going to get printed on. Okay, now that the pressure is correct, we're just going to go ahead, same settings, and go for it. Now all we have to do is wait for this to get back to temperature 392. Once that is at temperature, then our timer will start counting down. Okay, and there we are. This one is finished. All we got to do is try and peel off our tape. That is really hot. And there we have it. Alright guys, this came out really well. Now if you've got a similar shape to this mug like these here, and you do not have a mug in a cone shape such as this one here, then you're not going to have an issue with this mug press. This mug press worked really well. I had no issues using it absolutely on those mugs there. It came out phenomenal. That concludes this video for the review on the single stage mug press from AM.CO, and I must say I had a really good time using this mug press. It was very easy to use, very simple. The only thing I can say is just watch out for your Fahrenheit or Celsius conversion on the LCD display. Other than that, this thing is really easy to use. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
.23 marks the 10th anniversary of AM.CO.za in the South African market. And through that time, we have experienced considerable growth and expansion with the support of our valued customers. To mark our 10th anniversary, we have bought a warehouse at Sunny Rock in East Rand, and we will commence with renovation and construction in 2023. The facility will comprise a massive 2,000 square meter warehouse, 300 square meters of demonstration space, 150 square meters of sales space, and 400 square meters of spare parts storage on the top floor. 550 square meters of showroom space on the middle floor. 400 square meters for Machine.Africa for machine repairs with its own dedicated entrance. And a 250 square meter tea garden and coffee shop for your convenience. Our group now comprises 4 businesses. AM.CO.za is our main business and supplies the machines, spare parts and consumables. Machine.Africa does the installations for our clients and handles on-site and factory repairs. Ambitious Academy ensures that our clients achieve the very best levels of productivity by providing training and certification. And our automated AI-driven online store, Buy This, brings all products online and distributes countrywide. We invite you to be part of this exciting journey as we establish our new headquarters. Watch as the process unfolds and be part of the adventure to meet all of your machinery and productivity needs with this magnificent new facility. AM.CO.za. Achievement matters.